Today is 899 day that I'm sharing lessons learned and learning. Hello, I hope those lessons support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today we speak about character, how to measure character. The first thing that I want to mention is that I learned from John C. Maxwell that great character and strong character doesn't lead to have a strong leadership skills. But if you're a leader, you must have a character. So that means if you're a leader, you must have character. But if you have character, it doesn't mean that you are a leader. But at the same time, if you are having a strong character that allows you to really build anything in life, because I truly believe that character is one of the key aspects of really achieving great things in life. Because it's very hard to really achieving something that when you don't have a character, because character is the foundational things to move yourself and build something on top of it. Because if you don't have foundation, how are you supposed to build something meaningful in life? So today we'll focus on the things that really allows us to understand, okay, how we're supposed to measure our character. What are those things and areas in our lives that really focus us to improve ourselves, that we know exactly that if we focus on improving those areas of our lives, those traits, those behaviors, then it will allow us to build our character. So what are the foundational pillars of building character? So number one is self-awareness. Self-awareness. So that means if you want to build a strong character, number one thing is that we need to learn how to reflect on ourselves. Journaling, reflecting, meditation, all the things that could really allow us to understand who we are as a person. Our values, our strengths, our weaknesses, our blind spots, all the things that is making us who we are at the moment. Self-awareness is not just who we are, but who we want to become. So really reflecting on the future vision, because a lot of times we need to bridge the gap where we are and where we want to be. Because a lot of times I think that missing link is for people that they know where they want to be, but they don't know where they are. Also people know where they are, but just they don't know where they want to be. So if you want to have a great character, of course we need to understand that, okay, where we are, where we want to go, and who we are at the moment in multiple areas of our life. Number two is integrity. That means that we need to evaluate ourselves in really integrity with other people and ourselves as well. It's very important that we have integrity with ourselves. So we are honest with saying to ourselves what we do and doing the things that we said we do. Because integrity is building massive confidence as well. I truly believe that integrity is building massive confidence. And having those morals, ethics that you believe and trust yourself. Because integrity builds massive trust. So you, by being and doing things based on integrity, allows you to build integrity, trust with other people and with yourself. Because trust yourself is one of the aspects of having a strong foundation of confidence. Number three is resilience. Really assessing yourself, how well you handle setbacks, disappointments, challenges, problems, how good you are really controlling your emotions, because resilience is all about emotional control. How strong are you with your mental strength? Because emotional strength and mental strength is a lot different. Because a lot of times some careers requires a lot of emotional strength and some careers requires mental strength. And mental strength is being able to really do the things necessarily how you feel. And emotional strength is really being able to manage your emotions properly. So sometimes like some careers doesn't require emotions and you're just able to go totally through mental strength. If your career includes other people, most of the time emotional strength will be very, very essential. So resilience is being able to understand what you specifically need. But if you have both emotional and mental strength, of course, it will be much easier to achieve great things. And that is a part of character, because people really love people who are able to be always the same in the sense of emotional stability, that they're able to really predict how they will react. So that means they always calm. They always are having that oak tree energy. And as people are attracted to oak tree energy. So we need to learn how to be that. And of course, resilience is giving that. Number four is empathy. And being like this again, having that ability to understand other people's feelings, emotions, and being able to put yourself in other people's shoes will allow to build better character. Because if you are always thinking about yourself, you don't have compassion, kindness, that shows that maybe your character is not fully developed, because when you have a very strong character, you start to understand not just about yourself, but starting to understand about other people. So have that compassion and really consideration towards others, their feelings, their emotions, their goals, their aspirations. All those things are really building that character. Number 5 is accountability. And that's very, very powerful. Then you're able to really be independent at the same time, take ownership of your mistakes, of your successes. Because when you take full ownership of your success, and you understand it is your decision to make the choice, it's up to you to make a right decision. It's up to you to make a wrong decision. At the same time, not to blame someone else, but really take full ownership. It doesn't matter how much influence they made on your decision, how much influence on your results. At the end of the day, there was your part in this journey. And it's, again, we need to learn how to be accountable, so that if we made a mistake, being able to really say that I'm sorry and take full ownership and say that it will never happen again. Because some people want to hide it, and it never it seems like it never happened. But when you're really able to take ownership and really say that I made a mistake, I will never do it again, it will build much more trust. Because sometimes making a mistake and really take ownership of that mistake will build much more trust than really doing everything right. Because people who know the importance of accountability will understand that you are the dependent person. If something goes south, you will show up and tell. If something goes well, you will show up as well. Number 6 is courage. Probably courage is hands down, one of the most important things in life. And it's a part of the character. Because if you have courage, you can build anything in life. There is nothing that you cannot build with courage. There are skill sets. You need to get courage to really start and do something. Take that first step, second step, third step, and really use that courage to really overcome the fear, to really maybe afraid of rejection. There's most people are not pursuing the things that they want because they lack courage. So when you think about reflecting on your character, courage is one of the most important things that we need to reflect on and build. And if you're asking like which area I'm supposed to focus on right now, so I truly believe that courage is number one thing. Now, these kids say, I don't have courage. What to do then? And I truly believe that the courage is built by action. So that means that first time when you do something, you need to do without courage to get courage. You need to do without courage to get courage. So that means that I'm asking like, I don't have courage to do something. So let's do that without courage. This is a very powerful lesson. That means that people are waiting to courage to do something. But if you do without courage to get the courage, I think it's much, much easier to have that mindset that I need to do it to get the courage to do the things that I need. It changes completely the picture, and I truly believe that is one of the best ways to really improve. I did so many times that I did something without courage, and really that allowed me to build that courage to really take action. Number 7 is humility. Being able to really have reflect on your attitude towards success and failure, and be understanding that you are not perfect and that no one is, and the best way to pursue things is pursue excellence, not perfection. But at the same time, understanding that you have a lot of things that you are great at, but at the same time, understanding that every single person could teach you something. So humility is very, very important to understand that you still are able to improve, because humility, humbleness, is showing that you are still will be able to improve. Because people who are high egos, they think that they already know everything. Humility and humbleness allows to say that even though I know a lot, but there's so much more to learn. So humility allows to grow to the next level even more, even though maybe you are pretty high, but humility is even stretches your comfort zone no matter where it is. Number 8 is reliability. That means that we need to assess how dependable are you? Do you depend yourself? Are you a trustworthy person? This is again one of the most important parts of really reflecting on your character. Other people could really sleep well knowing that you taking care of one part of the business, of the relationship, or of the task. Are you the person that other people could not think about? Because one of the best, most important thing in life is having that people that you 100% depend on. And you know that if something goes wrong, you will be there to support them. doesn't matter where they are, but like dependability is one of the most important parts of having that character, because people are attracted to a character, and dependability is one of those beautiful things that people are always looking for. So that means that, of course, when you understand, like, do you do promises? Do you have obligations? And do you follow them? Do you really make it happen, no matter what? Because sometimes people love to make promises because that makes feel good to other person and you. But are you sure that when you're making promise that you really do what you promised? And of course, if you didn't do what you promised, dependability falls, and it's very hard to build up. But if you do what you promised, of course, dependability increases, and that is very, very important to increase your character. Number 9 is generosity. This is very, very important. So that means generous, and generous is one of the things that is beautiful to understand, that is just not generous by giving something, material things like money, wealth. Generous is just by giving nice word, appreciation, encouragement, empowerment. All those things sometimes is much more valuable than any kind of money you give. You can give your energy, you can give your time. Those are sometimes much, much, much more important than money or material things. So are you generous with your thoughts, with your ideas, with your resources, with your time and energy, and really with encouragement and giving themselves and not being afraid to say something nice, something encouraging? Because I know that sometimes it's you can feel that they know better that they great. No. I think that a lot of times people forget how important it is that giving that encouragement, tap to the shoulder and say that you're doing great, and specifically what they're doing great, because that encouragement could give you a month, 2, 3 months, maybe a year of energy to pursue something that's really meaningful for them. And number 10, probably one of the most important parts of character as well, is consistency. Are you consistent with your values? Are you consistent with your beliefs? Are you consistent with your actions towards achieving your goals? Because a lot of times people are not consistent and people start to question their character. So do you have a character that is strong foundation, or are you just like a leaf that is wind is blowing and you just going with the wind? And the character is part of consistency is part of the character that is very, very important. So we need to understand like how consistent we are on chosen field, on chosen path, in relationships, in the moods, in emotions. Because consistency is one of the most important parts as well. Because we need to make sure that people are knowing that we are fighting this good fight in the life to make sure that we achieve great things. So how did you reflect on your character? And I reflect on those 10 things that I mentioned and how good you are, because I'm able to rate from 1 to 10 and say, okay, which area I want to improve the most. And when I think about the most important part that the truly thing that represents character, I think that the people always need to start from courage and consistency. With those things, I think that when you really build those things, you can build any other area. And of course, accountability to take ownership of all the things that you need to work on. When those are built, of course, we build resilience, because first you need to courage to take action. And then you overcome that fear of rejection. Now you need to keep doing that. And now, of course, it will need resilience. And when you really make all those 10 together, then of course you will have amazing character. So I hope you will choose to win, and I hope you will see you tomorrow. And I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.